gentlemen, in Kenya, where I was posted, they have this beautiful way of starting a speech, which is to say, all protocols observed. So you don't have to go through all the list, but I'm really, really impressed and actually very happy to see the list of guests we had tonight. Alexandra, thank you for the kind introduction, and additionally I would like to address my sincere thanks to you, to Pierre de la Bianca and to Marcellus Roll and the respective teams from BPIA and the Embassy for coordinating this event tonight. I have been fortunate to have served here in Washington DC for the past 5 years, and my time here has been interesting, eventful, and sometimes even quite challenging, if you remember the past 5 years. That said, as with all ambassadors, when your posting draws to a close, it creates an organic moment to reflect on your time and on your possible accomplishments. And as a long-tenured diplomat, I too have begun that reflection, which I would like to share a few points tonight, but however, I promise to be very brief, which is usually what politicians say. Re-examining diplomacy and international affairs would be my first reflection. There are many definitions of diplomacy and all have their merit, but to me, diplomacy and international affairs is the unique art and science of maintaining peaceful relationships between nations, groups, or individuals. Representatives of different groups, countries, and affiliations come together to discuss issues such as trade, conflict, trade. Yet, at a time when trade is just in the process of dying, trade, conflict, peace, also innovation, the environment, technology, security, and even culture. Quite simple, isn't it? And yet, the role of diplomacy and international affairs has evolved over the years, as most things do, with a greater importance now than ever. Gone are the days of the typewriters, the fax machines. There are some people who don't even know what a fax machine is in this room. And we now have ChatGPT, social media, easier access to global transportation, with the result that our cultural interactions have grown exponentially. With this change and advancement, we also have the responsibility and task to progress and redesign the teams to do this ever-important work. This world has become far too complex for modern organizations to deprive themselves of the best human resources for reasons of gender, race, or creed. And during my time as a director for resources and so the director of human resources also for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I have consistently tried to bring the best teams together and in order to support the mission. However, this is not always easy. Deviation from the standard norm can be fairly challenging, as many people in this room will probably know. And it is, however, my sincere belief that one has to cast the largest and widest net to find and empower and employ the best leaders of today and tomorrow. For me, this includes having the greatest possible diversity of perspectives to best sustain our organization's ability to deal with an increasingly diverse world. Not for the sake of being politically correct, not just because it is the right thing to do, but because it makes sense. Full stop. As I have been in the US for the past 5 years, time after time I have seen the power of having a diversity of people, opinions, and thoughts. It is one of the many things I love about this country. Here at the Embassy and throughout my career, I have strived to bring the best minds into my organizations, not by creating requirements for diversity, but by encouraging the widest net to be cast, seeking applicants from all backgrounds to apply, and thus positioning the Embassy to be the best possible communication instrument here in the US. But let me be clear, this is not about what I've been doing. By seeking diversity, whether it be in thought, race, gender, religion, or creed, it does not only serve the organization, but it also serves as a driver of mobility for the individuals in the organization, professionally and personally, to engage and to support the global greater good. We were discussing with my wife Angelique today over lunch about how much we have changed in 25 years of intercultural marriage, and how, at least we hope, it has made us into better people. And I really do believe that, well, at least I hope that I'm a better person now than I was 20 years ago. because I have been, I don't know whether there were things to learn from the Swiss, but I've been learning so much on my side. So I really look forward to the rest of the program this evening and to hearing from our esteemed speakers and to connecting with you. And please keep fighting the good fight. Do not let anyone dismiss the value of your engagement. And remember the words of Frederick Douglass: those who profess to favor freedom and yet depreciate agitation are men who want crops without plowing up the ground. Thank you so much.